The Cold War era, spanning the 1950s to 1970s, marked a golden age of experimental fighter jet development. Nations raced to outdo each other, resulting in groundbreaking yet often dangerous designs. Over 200 prototypes were tested, with many failing spectacularly. This period saw unprecedented innovation, but at a high cost. Pilots became unwilling test subjects for flawed engineering. Today, we revisit three infamous jets that earned their pilots' hatred through catastrophic design flaws. The era's legacy, a stark reminder that speed and ambition must be balanced with safety. Based on declassified pilot reports and crash statistics, three jets stand out as the most hated: the F-7U Cutlass, F-105 Thunderchief, and F-104 Starfighter. These aircraft shared a deadly reputation. Over 30% of F-104s built were lost in accidents. Pilots nicknamed them Widowmakers and flying coffins. Their flaws ranged from unstable aerodynamics to poor survivability in combat. This ranking isn't just about performance. It's about lives lost due to preventable design failures. Let's count down these mechanical nightmares, starting with the least lethal but equally despised. The F-7U Cutlass, a tailless naval fighter, was a radical departure from 1950s design norms. Its sleek silhouette hid fatal flaws. 25% of all F-7Us crashed, earning it the nickname Gutless Cutlass. Pilots dreaded its weak landing gear, which collapsed in 1 out of 10 carrier landings. The Navy retired it after just 7 years, but not before 4 pilots died in training accidents. One survivor recalled, "It wasn't a question of if it would fail, but when." The F-7U's legacy? Proof that innovation without testing is a recipe for disaster. The F-7U's tailless design promised agility, but delivered instability. Engineers underestimated its need for extreme engine power. Its Westinghouse J-34 engines produced only 3,150 pounds of thrust, half of what pilots needed for carrier takeoffs. In simulations, the Cutlass stalled at just 12 degrees of attack, a death sentence in combat. Compounding this, its hydraulic systems failed frequently, leaving pilots helpless. "Flying it felt like balancing a knife on your fingertip," said one aviator. The F-7U became a cautionary tale. Aerodynamic theory must align with real-world conditions. The F-105 Thunderchief, a Vietnam War workhorse, was loathed for its sluggishness. Designed as a nuclear bomber, it weighed 50,000 pounds, twice a MiG-21's weight. In dogfights, pilots joked it turned like a freight train. Over 350 F-105s were lost in Vietnam, half to enemy fire. Its ejection seats, outdated by 1965, had a 40% failure rate in low-altitude ejections. "You weren't flying the Thud, it was flying you," lamented a veteran. The Thunderchief's fatal flaw? A design optimized for one mission, then thrust into another without adaptation. The F-105's vulnerabilities became grim statistics. 22% of all Thuds built were lost in Vietnam. Its thin aluminum skin offered no protection against anti-aircraft fire, and its fuel tanks, unarmored, often ignited on impact. The worst flaw? Its downward ejecting seat, which killed pilots if used below 1,000 feet. After 1967, survivors were retrofitted with 0-0 ejection seats, too late for 283 pilots. The Thunderchief's epitaph? A stark lesson. Combat aircraft must prioritize survivability over payload capacity. Its replacements, like the F-4 Phantom, learned from these mistakes. The F-104 Starfighter earns its top spot with a chilling record: 292 crashes in West Germany alone, killing 116 pilots. Its razor-thin wings, optimized for speed, made it unstable at low speeds. A stall at 300 knots was unrecoverable. NATO pilots called it the missile with a man in it. The German Luftwaffe lost 30% of its F-104s to accidents, often during routine flights. "You didn't land the F-104, you crashed it gently," quipped a survivor. The Starfighter's legacy? A machine so unforgiving, it became a symbol of engineering hubris. The F-104's deadliness stemmed from 3 flaws. First, its T-tail caused deep stalls, trapping pilots in a fatal spin. Second, its downward-firing ejection seat risked spine injuries. Finally, its tiny wings demanded perfect landings. Even a 10-knot crosswind could flip it. Engineers later added a stall warning horn, but pilots joked it just told you when to pray. The FAA banned civilian F-104s in 1975, calling them inherently dangerous. The Starfighter's lesson? Cutting-edge technology must account for human limitations. Its successors, like the F-16, prioritized safety over raw performance. These three jets taught the aviation world invaluable lessons. The F-7U proved radical designs need rigorous testing. The F-105 showed mission adaptability is key. The F-104 revealed that speed mustn't compromise safety. Modern jets like the F-18 Hornet incorporate these hard-learned truths. Ejection seats now work at zero altitude, and flight computers prevent stalls. Pilot feedback systems, pioneered after these disasters, now shape aircraft development. The takeaway? Progress is born from failure. These Widowmakers may be gone, but their legacy endures in every safer sky.